Hi guys, today we are going to discuss the NCERT solution for the chapter 11 Transportation in Animals and Plants. So in the first session we will discuss about the short answers, and in the further session we will learn about the detailed question and answers. The first question is, does transpiration serve any useful function in the plants? If it is so, explain it. So first you have to know what is the word transpiration refers to. What is transpiration? Transpiration is a process where the plant loses the water in the form of water vapor, and this process is said to be transpiration. So what does the question convey us? The question says that how the transpiration helps the plant, how it helps the plant. So the answer is transpiration of water from leaves creates a suction pull due to which water raises up a high in all trees. So what does it mean? So the transpiration helps the plant to pull. It generates a force which helps them to pull the water from the root, from the soil, to reach the stem and the top leaf. Okay, so in short, it acts like a straw. If there is a loss of water in the top leaf and there will be a pull, so it just forces to absorb the water from the root. Okay, and the second point is transpiration also cool the plant. So it also helps them plant to be cool. So these are the two functions the transpiration help the plants. Okay. Now moving to the question number 2, what are the components of blood? So what are the blood components? So what does the blood contain? The answer is the main components of the blood are red blood cells, which carry oxygen, and second, white blood cell, which fights against germs, and third, platelets help in clotting of blood, and 4, plasma. Plasma is a liquid part of the blood containing water, and it also carries digested food and other substances. So totally the blood contains 4 components. One is RBC, WBC, platelets and plasma. So what RBC is also said to be? Erythrocytes. And WBC? Leukocyte. And platelets? Thrombocytes. Now moving to the third question, why is blood needed by all parts of the body? So the question is why the blood is needed. Okay, and the answer is blood is a special type of fluid that flows in blood vessel, and it transports the following. So they are supporting the answer that blood is a fluid substance which can flow. Okay, and they are telling that the blood is flowing in a blood vessel. So what is blood vessel? Blood vessels are arteries and veins, right? So what does it carry? What does the blood carry? So blood carries the digested food from small intestine to the other parts of human body. The first point is the blood carries the digested food from small intestine, that is from your gut to the other parts of the human body. And the second point is oxygen from lungs to heart and then to the other body cells. So keep in mind the blood is also carries the oxygen, that is we say as oxygenated blood. So oxygen blood is carried from the lungs to the body cell via heart, that is from lung to heart, then from heart to the body cell. Okay, and the third point is carbon dioxide from the body cell to lung via heart. Okay, it means that now the cell during the cellular respiration it generates the gaseous waste called carbon dioxide, and that should be thrown out of the body. If not, it will be poisonous, right? So now again this blood that through the vein, the blood vessel called vein, it carries the deoxygenated blood, that is carbon dioxide rich blood, from body cell to the lung via heart. It means from cell it reaches the heart, and from heart it reaches to the lung, and we just exhale. We just exhale the carbon dioxide from our body, right? And the fourth point is nitrogenous waste from body cell to the kidney for excretion from the body. So blood also carries the nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste refers to urea, ammonia, creatinine, and all those things which is purified in the kidney, and we just get rid in the form of urine, right? So those things is also carried by the blood. Fine. Now let us move to the next question. Question number 4. What makes the blood look red? So, how does the blood appear to be red? That is a question. So, the presence of red pigment called hemoglobin in red blood cell makes the blood look red. So, simple answer is that RBCs are called red blood cells, right? So what does it contain and why it look red? Because the RBC contains an pigment called hemoglobin. The hemoglobin is a pigment which makes the blood appear red. Okay? And moving to the 5th question, write the difference between transpiration and translocation. So the question is, you have to write the difference between transpiration and translocation. So for this you have to draw a tabular column, and then you have to support your answer. The first one is a transpiration. As I already said, that is a process. It's a process which water evaporates from the leaf. So it's a process where the water is the leaves loses the water in the form of water vapor, and that process is said to be transpiration. Right. And now, what about translocation? It is a process of transportation of food. So that is losing of water, and here it is transporting the food from leaves to the other parts of the plant. So translocation is a process where the food is transported from leaves to the other parts of the plant. So both transpiration and translocation, the process takes place in the plant, not in the human being. Okay, so the second point is, in transpiration it is done through xylem. So we already know that there are two vascular tissues. One is a xylem tissue and one more is a phloem, right? So xylem, which carries only the water, and phloem is a thing which carries the food materials and nutrient materials, minerals, all those things. So translocation, it is done through phloem vessel, right? So can you get it? Moving on to the next question. Question number 6. Buju's uncle was hospitalized and put on dialysis after a severe infection in both of his kidneys. The question is, Buju is a boy. His uncle was hospitalized. It means he is admitted in a hospital. So why he is admitted? He is put on a dialysis, and the doctor has said that he has a severe infection in kidney. So the question, this is a statement given about the Buju's uncle's description. Okay. Now the question is, what is dialysis? So his uncle is put in dialysis, right? So what is dialysis? So you want to explain what the term dialysis refers to. So the answer is, in dialysis, blood is filtered periodically through an artificial kidney. So you know that our kidney filters the blood and it removes the nitrogenous waste from the blood, and it is get ridden as in the form of urine, right? But the person who has a severe infection in the kidney, so they have the kidney problem, what happens is the nephron, that is a cell present in the kidney called nephron, it doesn't work. So what happens is it does not filter the blood. So those person we say has a kidney failure, and so the patients will be dialyzed periodically. Periodical refers to in a time interval. So they just often visit the hospital and they just clean their blood, they just filter the blood using an artificial kidney. So the artificial kidney is said to be a dialysis machine. So dialysis is a machine where it just does the same work what our kidney does. So what the work of the kidney, our kidney does, the same way the dialysis is a machine where the person whose kidney is fails to clean the blood, they will be dialyzed so that the unwanted nitrogenous waste will be filtered from the kidney. So that process is said to be dialysis. And moving to the question number B, in the same question 6b, when does it become necessary to take such treatment? So the question is next one, in which condition, in which case it's necessary to go and clean our blood using the artificial kidney? So the answer is, in the event of kidney failure, a person whose kidney has failed to filter the blood, so in such case, a person should undergo the dialysis process. Understand? Moving to the question number 7. Name the process and the organ which help in removing the following waste from the body. So now the question is, you have to list out the organ and you also want to list out in which way it just help to remove the waste from our body. Okay? So first A is a carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is a gaseous waste. It's a waste in the form of gas. So we say as gaseous waste. So which organ is helping to get rid of this one? Is a lungs. Obviously it's a lung. So in the process called exhalation. Okay? And B, undigested food. It means the food which is not digested, which becomes waste. Right? So which part helps them to get rid? It's a large intestine. So by the process called digestion, we get rid the undigested food from our body. And 3 is a urine. Urine is again a waste product, and it is get ridden from a part called urethra by the process called excretion. Okay? And next is a D, sweating. The sweat. Okay? The sweat, again, from where does the sweat comes? From this organ called skin. And by the process called sweating, we get rid this thing. Fine? Okay? Up to here, you have learned the short answers from the lesson chapter 11, transportation in animals and plants. Children, page number 130, if you just go with the page number 130, these are the solution for the questions given in the page number 130. And the remaining questions we will discuss in the next session. Thank you, children. Thank you once again.